That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We gotta get better today. What I wanna know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Got it. Ready? Ready? Go! Let's go. Rocco, weighty.
Hey, you know what, men? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary? It gets me even more excited. We're only scratching the surface of our potential. This team has so much talent. So just keep pushing, and we're gonna get to that next level.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. Let's see what week 3 has in store. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And now running right through it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Is good.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU. Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 16 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, #3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles.
Ain't doing
and he's
nothing.
into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, Phillips. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow.
6-yard line.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. With it is Jackson. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
Charles, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy on the perimeter, he makes
down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. On the return, Phillips. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. at their own 27-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate pick.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Brings up 3rd.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow steps away to his left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the return, Jackson. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah.
Just,
you know how superstitious these guys can be.
Oh, there's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need some of that.
Yeah, right. It's working. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Deep ball for Goodwin. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this 1st quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Ball carrier. The tackle.
2nd and 8 coming up. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Eagles 28. Bengals nothing.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. A man down after the play, and oh boy, that is the rookie Joe Burrow. And all of Southern Ohio will hold its breath. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run with Sanders. Shrugs off another. And some room to work. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 32-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
On first down, Sanders. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The tackle made.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join John. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles continue to roll.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Finley. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Second and 20. From the gun, Finley. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Joe Mixon, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jackson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here. And it's being done by him. And, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are out in front in that one. Taywan Taylor, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Kenny Stills, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10. At their own.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for A.J. Green.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one. That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 38.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Good for an Eagles.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive of 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Eagles have recovered.
The quarterback taken down and sacked. A fumble on the play.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, It starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Gets past one man. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. Into this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We put our attention now on the Eagles defense. Recovered the fumble, up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
in need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Mixon with it.
Joe Mixon.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And a Bengal first down.
First down, here's Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now it's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The 20, 10.
In your face!
Into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Elliott good on the extra point.
going to do